Guys, welcome to another video, and you might be wondering, what is this? Daily Chess Championship 2025. 1 day per move on the top. What is Romka saying here? So basically, each year Chess.com is hosting this Daily Chess Championships. You are given 1 day per move, 24 hours. If you don't make your move, you lose a game. And this year, as you can see a table, unfortunately, I don't get through. It is what it is. I tried to put so much effort. I'm very frustrated that I couldn't go through. It's basically impossible. I'm down by half a point at least, and if this guy wins 2 games in a row, I'll be third, but we'll get to it in a second. So, as I said, this happens each year. In 2024, I tried playing in it. I wasn't aware of like all rules. My rating was 1913, and as you might actually see, I timed out. I timed out against first 5 players. I lost a bunch of ratings. I wasn't motivated to play daily chess anymore. But this year, how Magnus Carlsen said during the World Rapid and Blitz, it became a matter of principle for me. And I wanted to show you that, alright, I gotta play in it, I wanna win, but didn't get through the first round, and now I wanna show you what daily chess is and some of the games from this first round. And yeah, by the way, the groups are consistent of 12 people. We basically were playing 22 games at a time, I'm just wanna show you what happens here. So you can't use engine during daily games. You can only use opening database, which is available on chess.com, so you don't even have to go anywhere beside it. Like, I mean, some people, of course, they can turn engine and play against people thinking that they will be basically unpunished, but of course that's not the case. As you might see, opening database on the right, you can use it until the moves basically run out. So let's say let's just scroll So as you might see, there's just a bunch of moves and we are slowly running out of them. Queen d4, this. So actually some of the lines might last forever, as you can actually see, like move 43, it's still, and now it ends. Probably some sort of a draw, like just go back and forth, but yeah, it's pretty much a draw. So let me show you some of the games I played in this daily chess.com chess championship. So one of the games, of course, I was the rating favorite of my group. I'm a national master, so I thought I'll actually win pretty easily, but the things didn't go my way. Alright, so one of the games, my opponent plays d4, I respond with knight f6, and after c4, e6, we are transposing to some sort of Trumpovsky, even though I don't think it's, like, you know, bishop g5 is not bad, definitely. Some people play knight c3, some people play knight f3, bishop g5, yeah, it's as a book move, but, you know, people don't play it as much. h6, bishop h4, bishop b4, knight c3, and now we are transposing to Nemtsovich defense. And I decided to play c5. It's still in the opening move, so I actually don't know theory here. So all I could use is, of course, opening database on chess.com, and that's exactly what helped me during the game. I played queen a5, attacking the knight on c3, and also setting up knight e4. I'm not really worried about damaging my pawn structure, as it's not that critical. Queen c2, and now knight e4 is a brilliant move, and once again it's a move from opening database. Basically the point is queen f4, bishop c3, and now white are not able to take due to queen c3, and I pick up rook on a1 and I win the game. So the move knight d2 is pretty solid, very obvious, trying to protect the knight on c3. And now I have to come up with something, like I have to either take, or I have to protect my knight on d5, or let's say f5 is like slightly worse than d5 according to the computer, and white have actually a huge edge at this point. d5, it takes d5, it takes d5, a3. So now pawn attacks the bishop, and it looks like bishop is trapped, and I have to sack, not sack, but basically trade bishop off the board. But it's not so simple, as here I still maintain pressure by playing knight c6. And the point is now this pawn is spinned and it can't take the bishop due to me taking on a1 and winning this game. So what happens is here, rook d1. And after rook d1 I decided to play kinda tricky move, which computer thinks was a mistake, but in reality it turned out to be a great opportunity. Bishop f5. So the problem here for white, they're not developed. I mean, knight blocks the way out from the bishop, there's still a huge pin, yeah, white are threatening to take, but, you know, do they? Do they really threaten me? 8 takes before, 9 takes before. And the last move, as you can see, is a blunder, as my opponent played queen a4 and immediately resigned. And the point is that knight on e4 blocks this d2 escape square. And now queen offers me a queen trade, which of course I cannot refuse. I might go knight c6, but of course I want to take. And the point is, he removed the defender from c2 check, c2 knight check by himself. He played queen a4 check, he offered queen trade himself, and after knight a4, knight c2 would have been a checkmate. So bishop f5, mistake move, turned out to be like some sort of brilliant move after all. So let's put a double exclamation mark and let's get to game number 2, which is very exciting as well, even though I think it's quite easy for me to win. Alright, c6. And I played my favorite 2 knights attack, even though I don't think it's the most aggressive system with white, considering that, let's say, in Caro there is e5 move, which, I mean, still Caro becomes more and more solid these days, lines are more and more analyzed. It becomes hard in any opening these days to get a solid advantage with white, but alright, we gotta try different things. But 2 knights attack is not the worst choice. Played a lot in bullet and I get good results with that. Bishop d2 takes, bishop c5. This time actually I spent some time analyzing this position with the board, because that was the highest rated opponent in my group. So against him I was actually put in the actual position on the board and was trying to actually think, because I thought if I win against him I'll definitely get out of the group, but as things turned out, actually not. And yeah, I'm very sad with that. Castle, knight bd7, g4. So my point was, I'm trying to play g5. I'm trying to be aggressive. And my aggressiveness actually helped me in this game. My opponent plays h6, I play queen g3, I'm trying to set up e5, I'm trying to push my pawn to f4 since queen on f3 was actually blocking the way out. So bishop b6, so I didn't really like this move, it's just like, it's kind of weird. Bishop d4 is another weird move which computer suggests, which I would never play myself. But bishop b6, alright, it looks more logical than bishop d4. F4, so my point is, alright, I want to play e5, I want to play knight d4, I want to play c4, and this d file is now opened. So e5, knight d5, knight d4, queen e7, and c4. And as you might see here on the right side, I have a very huge advantage. And after knight b6, bishop c3, Yura says a3, but I just, alright, I was thinking of it, but alright, bishop b4 was also always like kind of scared of c5, so I was like, I didn't see an idea behind a3, knight c4. So I'm not sure why he played it. It just doesn't make sense. Maybe he forgot about the bishop, but you know, it is what it is. He just blundered in one move, but that's not what you are here for, because later on you will see some beautiful moves. So castles, takes, bishop b3, knight f6, f5, and at this point I was like, alright, I'm definitely winning. Rook e1, bishop d5, rook d5, and after f takes g4, you know, I found an absolutely insane combination. And it starts, I'm not sure if you were able to see it. Oh, it's on the screen basically, because engine suggested. Yeah, spent some time analyzing and found d7. And the point is, after rook d7, rook e8 is a brilliant move, and now I'm winning this queen by force. basically the point of rook e8 was to deflect this queen off c5 square so it cannot protect. And now obviously rook c7, queen c7, checkmate. If king goes to d8, I go queen b8, which was happening in the game. Queen f7, rook e5. Now if king f8, rook e8, checkmate. If king f6, obviously, which was played in the game, only move to survive, rook e8. And I ended up winning the game, as here he resigned. And now I want to show you a brilliant game by not by myself. I was playing with black pieces against the guy who is about to become, I'm not sure when this video comes out, but against the guy who is about to be the first in our group. He started this championship with a rating of 736. And let me quickly walk you through the game. So I was playing with black pieces. I was like, alright, fine. Knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3. We're going to Queen's Indian, b6, bishop b7, bishop g2, bishop b4, bishop d2. I mean, quite common. Knight c3, castle. And I'll show you something interesting. Because, you know, I have this analyzed by one of my coaches, Grandmasters Igor Lysy, who basically, I have his files since, I'm not sure, maybe 2018, 2019. So I had like a camp with him and many other youngsters back home, and so we were basically working on Queen's Indian. And I'll show you everything basically. Castle c6, I'll explain later, guys. d5. So that's all common theory. C takes d5, C takes d5, fine, knight d4, and bishop e4, one of the main moves. Knight c6. So first of all, I'm not sure if 900s these days, 700s, no theory is this good, because I know for a fact it's like one of the best computer suggestions, because I remember back in the camp we were discussing that bishop e3 is one of the options and bishop f4 is like most aggressive one, and we actually saw some games where Stockfish was demolishing black here with white pieces. But yeah, so rook e1, knight a5, I have all of these moves. I have my prep till move 21, basically. And the move 21, as it turned out, my files have some errors, as the position in my files end up in losing positions, but of course I don't expect people with the 700 to know all of this. h4, but yeah, they have time to analyze, so I'm not saying anything. Knight c4, probably, yeah, they can find it easily. Knight c4, that's all theory once again, and now white play bishop c1. Once again, best move, not rook e2, which looks quite more logical, I would say. But bishop c1. Alright, I don't mind bishop c1, just get ready for the next game. Bishop b4, attacking the knight. If knight goes here, I'm taking an exchange. Knight g5, once again best move. Takes. I have everything, even right now, in my files. Queen d7, queen g4, rook f8. So this is where the first mistake happened, and this is, again, guys, this is my files. I'm telling you, I have rook f8 in my files by Grandmaster Igor Lysy. I mean, theory has developed a lot, and of course I'll fix these things, as this game just benefited me in a lot of ways. But yeah, rook f8 was played. I'm just trying to get the bishop maybe at some point back. I mean, my king will eventually go to h8. I mean, I'll escape. At least I thought I would escape. Knight e2. So first brilliant, and I had this move in my files, and I'll repeat it again. This move is in my file, so I wasn't too surprised. King h8, knight f4, h6, and what I had in my files right now. Sorry for so many repetitions, but you know, that's the greatest game I've ever seen in my life. So queen h5 is what I have. After bishop f8, black are still holding. But as it turns out, grandmasters have to do their research a lot better with better computers. Maybe at that time wasn't available. Yeah, because I remember it was like 2019, 2018. Pretty much, I don't think, I think now it's with Lila, with everything. it became more developed. But basically, yeah, white played knight h5. That's third brilliant move in a row. Leaving the rook under attack. I'm not able to take it. It is what it is. I took on g5, as my coach always tells me. Alright, you gotta suffer, but you gotta suffer for some material. So take everything that you're offered, and then alright, see what they can do. H take g5, first move, and now at some point knight f6 has been threatened. So king g8, a3, once again leaving the rook. So a3 is not that logical, and again a3. I would rather play knight f6, you know, because it looks more logical than a3. But a3 has a reason, because after a3, bishop f8. So bishop e7 was the best move, and you know, I was probably holding a lot better. But I just want to see what he would play after bishop f8, because I knew I was losing anyways. So I was like, alright, whatever, I don't care. Bishop f8 and knight f6. I posted these games on forum right away, because I thought white were playing great. G takes f6, G takes f6, king h8, and here I realized, alright, probably no chance in this game. Queen h4, king g8, bishop f1, and now bishop reroutes through d3 and trying to checkmate me. I played knight d2, I was like, alright, maybe he'll play bishop d3, you know, and blunder knight f3 fork. I'm trying to be tricky. I know I'm completely losing, but I'm still trying to make tricks. No, guys, queen g4, king h8, bishop d3, knight a4, king g2, bishop h6, rook h1, knight g5, queen g5, queen a8, queen g7, checkmate. And let's quickly see the accuracy, 96.8. I mean, interesting. Not sure what happened here, but yes, 6 brilliants in one game by 700 elo. I guess that sometimes happens. But alright, I'm unfortunately out of the group since I made 2 draws against this guy, my karma. And yeah, basically I lost to Paul Mega. He actually lost to my karma, and he made 1 draw, and then he is still playing. So I mean, he was winning one of the games completely, then he made blunder. I'm not sure on purpose or not, but it seems weird to me in some games. And he's just making some weird moves. But alright, it is what it is. Chess.com will take care of it, just in case. Yeah, I'm just very frustrated. Like, you know, I put so much time, so much effort into it, and came third in my group. But alright, how Hockey Leafs fans like to say, there's always next year, and I'll be back next year with more content. Hopefully I'll get through the group, because this time, yeah, just didn't go my way. Even though, I mean, winning games, I'm actually at 1800 rating after all my daily games, so it's getting better at least. But yeah, just very sad it happened that way. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not sure who's seen this video, probably some of my opponents as well. Thanks for the games. I really appreciate you know, the fights, and good luck with your chess in 2025. Enjoy. Bye bye.